Part 2. My Virginity, My Pride. When Kambirinachi went for her school medical clearance, she met a guy who swept her off her feet. She decided to give the guy a chance, and with permission from her elder siblings, she started a relationship with Collins, which they both agreed to be platonic, a no the other room relationship until they get married. 1 month into the relationship, Collins started making the other room advances at her. Whenever she visits, they would always struggle. She would escape and leave to her house angry. Collins, not being able to have his way, became very mean and rude to her and always moves with different girls and claims not to have nothing to do with them, while still trying his luck to have the other room experience with Kambirinachi. Kambirinachi, a journey just come into the university, was given a mathematics take-home assessment. Being that she's not very good at mathematics, Collins, her boyfriend, usually help her out in solving her mathematical problems. But this time, she was not in good terms with Collins because of her refusal to quench Collins' the other room desire. She needed someone to help her with her mathematical take-home assessment. She decided to approach her cousin and roommate, who promised to connect her to someone that would help her. That evening, they went in search of the guy. Unfortunately, they met the guy's absence. Having known the place, Kambirinachi had to revisit the guy's home. Still could not see him. And then she left a message with his neighbors, describing where she lives and her name to them. 2 days after, the guy came looking for Kambirinachi with one of his friends. They met her cousin while having a chill chat. Kambirinachi walked in from school, greeted them without knowing whom they were, and made her way to go drop her things. The presence of Kambirinachi threw the guy Chibozo off balance, that he could not even concentrate on the discussion anymore. He excused himself from the discussion so as to calm his feelings down. But he was wrong. Immediately he walked back. The feelings continued. He had to quickly collect the assessment booklet, Kambirinachi's phone number, and left with his friend. Day into days and days into weeks, Chibozo was unable to kill his feelings for Kambirinachi. Rather, he decided to make her his best friend, the one we call besties today. They became so close that wherever Chibozo goes, he calls Kambirinachi to accompany him. They became so close that they know each other's secrets, each other's pains, heart desires, and relationships. Chibozo was aware of Collins, even though Kambirinachi and Collins were having little rift as at then. They haven't seen each other for so long, neither have they spoken on phone. So this gave Chibozo an opportunity to always have access to Kambiri. The more they stay together, the more his feelings for her increases. It increased to the extent that he could not hide his feelings anymore and had to voice it out to her. Kambiri had already liked his kind of person for her to tell him to hold on for a while without telling him her reasons for holding on. In her mind, she wanted to officially break up with Collins before starting another relationship with Chibozo. The story continues. Hold on for part 3. It's a tale with charity. Stay tuned.